You're right, guys. We're at 66 subscribers now. That's crazy, just little old me. I've got a heart, I'm a real dude. No AI, human made, all that good stuff. And to anyone who is new, welcome to the journey. I'm ticking along. Got the side hustle with the printing, a little bit of a service business as well. I do graphic design, of course, and everything that sort of comes in between. And this is sort of my journey into transitioning into that world. I've had a business fail, and now I'm regrowing it. So building foundations. So it's a little bit slower than usual, and I'm not being as punchy. But I feel like I'm sort of learning a bit more now. Like I'm learning a bit more admin. I'm doing my own accounts, bits and bobs like that. It takes time. It takes time, and I've got to be okay with that. I always think I can do better, but it just takes time. I'm using a website called Nextdoor. It seems to be a nice little website where people genuinely talk. If people find that there's more rubbish than usual in the area, they will talk about things like that. I find it quite charming. It's quite nice. It's really funny what people are asking for. That you can people are asking if anyone commutes this way and that way to car share. So I think it's kind of interesting. I would never even ask for that. So that's kind of fun that there's, and businesses use it, of course, for just locals and stuff, and you can talk directly. So I got a customer come through, a potential client come through, messaging me if I wanted to do his van, sent me a rough picture and such. And the question is to me is, am I ready to jump to the next stage? And I just and also, what is my niche? Is my niche stickers, or is it because doing decals on the side of a van, it's doable. It's quite a big van. He wasn't specific on any sort of colours and such, but if he wanted it printed, that's a lot of printing and a lot of labour. I would have to buy ladders. I'd have to do all the rest of it. So for me, he wanted checkered, high visibility stripes on the back. I'd have to buy 2 rolls of black and yellow high vis colours. It would be like a gloss black and a high vis underneath it, or the other way around. Whatever the cheaper material is, you'd put it on, and you use the negative for the next row. It's not rocket science, but for me, I'd be putting, because he if you bought that translucent high visibility coloured vinyl. There's a word for it. It's lost me. I would have to buy 50 meters of it, So, and I would only use 2. So I'm thinking, do I buy the cash flow? And also, I don't have anywhere to do the van. I have outside my flat, but it could be windy. There's people walking past. It's not that big of a deal. But I quoted him because he sent me this little picture, and I spent, I don't know, 200 quid. I thought he just wanted some letters. I can do that, piece of cake. And he's like, no, I want the letters done. I want both sides done. I want the logo on the side. And I just thought, I think I have to say no, just because if I quote it up, and I'm not even sure how to quote it, I would ask a friend. That's hours put out of my day just to quote for a job which he's looking around for. It's not my speciality. I can do it. So what I did is I put him forward to my friend who has his own space. And I just think that's it's a favour for a friend. Now he's got a bit of revenue coming, and he has a bigger printer and such, so he can math things out a bit better and measure up vans. And I think he's got the impact vehicle templates where you can download the template. 1 second. Sorry about that. It was just a local drug dealer. Genuinely was. I was the wrong number, mate. I reckon I see him about. Anyway. So yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about. Bloody hell. I just thought it was a bit too much for me to bite off, you know. It would take up a lot of space, and because I ain't got things laid out like that, and if you have the impact templates, you can just put you can make mock-ups and such, and you know, I could find all these things, but it would take me time, and it's just like, oh, there's hours and hours and hours to spend preparation into mock-ups for someone who is shopping around. So I just said no. I'm not ready. I don't even like saying that, but you know, I can do it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not even sure if I want to do that side thing. If you want a little decal on the side of your van, boom, easy. But people, because he said, oh, can you do handwriting? And I was like, well, like, get a calligraphy, put the little bar there and draw it. He's like, no, like this. And sent me some like that photo that was taken on a potato. And I was like, oh, yeah, I sort of know what you mean. Full print on the side of the van. And he was like, no. So he would want it covered in beige first. So you'd wrap it in, you know, I'm not doing it. I need some space, basically. I'm just not at that level. If I had my own studio with my own car space, and you know, maybe it's quiet on the weekends, so I could take up a bit more room without being obnoxious, and it was a friendly job. But I sort of turned around to him and said, "What price have you been offered?" Because if he said to me $5,000, I say I can definitely do it for $2,000. You know, it's not going to be $5,000, but you know what I'm saying, like. So there's no point if he's shopping around. There's no point for me to even quote. I'm not in the game of just doing free quotations without without me knowing that it's definitely going to work. You know, I'd rather put more time into YouTube or anything else. You know, I think it was a bit of a distraction. It's quite funny. We're in this weird state in the world where I feel like you get punished for working. I heard this guy the other day kicking off about the tax zero thing. I completely understand. Like, we're getting forced to use a software. I'm not at that level yet. I think I'll have to use it the following year. I literally just made a new Excel sheet where everything's like measured. So every one of my cells has its own department, or every like in and out has its own department, like foreign imports and has its own page. So I'm gonna have to do that next year. But this guy was kicking off. He's like, now I have to pay more money to show people how much money I owe them, and it's just frustrating. You can't opt out. So I think, and also with the way the world's going, people are becoming a bit more. They're either doing one or the other. They're either closing in and spending more family time, and you know, because they're like, what's the point of saving? Or just going is it hedonism, and just going purging out, because why not? Like, that's I might as well smoke 40 cigarettes a day and drink a bottle of whiskey. And also people are being punished for working, whereas people who haven't worked or refuse to work are being rewarded. And I'm not saying that, like, I think the benefit system isn't a lifestyle. You shouldn't. It's a soft pillow to catch you, but that pillow should be removed, and you should find your own feet. It's just good for the soul, man. Like, I've met some diamonds in the rough. I've worked some rough jobs, and there's some absolute gems there, man. Really, like, people who give me like good advice I still use today. And I'm still in contact with them, and I would have never met them if I wasn't in this dive job. So people have no incentive to work, you know. And I don't pay a pension because I don't think I'm going to get my pension. So there's no point paying into something I'm not going to get. And all the boomers are like, oh, pay in your pension, the company has to match it. It's like, I'm not going to get it. Who's going to pay my pension? Because you're always paying for the people in front of you, aren't you? It's a bit of a pyramid scheme, if you ask me. Oh, I might have just lost a subscriber there. I don't think I'm getting my pension. I've got a couple of other bits and bobs going on, but the pension ain't the one. It ain't the one. and I'll invest in myself. I guess that's what I'm doing. I'll take that pension and buy some material, or try something else out, and maybe that will evolve into something, a new product or something which might sell. So for me, I can understand why people are struggling, and the taxes are just eating me. My council tax went up. It's 150 quid a month now. I just it's getting crazy out there. Fuel's going up. What am I selling? Is it a want or a need? It's a bit of both, really, isn't it? You have to. There's red tape with the safety stuff. You have to. You have to. It's kind of crazy that you have to, but companies need the right symbols and such over certain. Fire doors need fire exits and stickers is marketing, which is a bit of a tax write-off. So you can just buy stickers and write it off as a business marketing thing. So, and sticker up your equipment, or sticker up, give them out to clients, and so on and so on. So I think for hope it's tricky. I'm a Patrick Starfish when it comes to life. Like, I think life's amazing. I just went on a motorbike ride, and I was just riding around England, and I think that's why I got my gator on, and I just think this place is beautiful. Like, it's just such a lovely place. It's just a shame we have awful people who don't have people who are trying. And there's part of me that just wants a cred max as well. Like, I just want to. I've got a bit of debt, but it's a bit of business debt, which is not much at all, probably under 400 quid. And I've got my car on finance. That's the only debt I have. Maybe 500 quid. So do I get a loan out? And talking about this job that I said no to, I was worried that if I get all this equipment, it would just sit there and waste. But then maybe that's the moment to just embrace it all and stuff, and I can make content from making the van. It's all a bit of that. So for me, life's good. I think there's a lot of hurdles that are coming our way. Even if you ain't got a side hustle, even if you are struggling out there, as a small business owner, a sole trader. I'm a sole trader, CEO. I'm a sole trader. Maybe we can connect, and I'd love to interview people as well. So if they're a small business, then I'm talking small businesses, guys really they're punching the ceiling, and then nothing's quite happening. But they're like, oh well, I've tried my best, and it's like, no, your best is never going to be good enough, because you're going to punch the ceiling, which is your best, and then when you punch, you're going to come back down, and you have to punch again. So you always have to, but when you punch, the ceiling goes up a little bit. So now your best is higher than the last best. You know what I mean? So I can't remember who said that, but I like that analogy. Next time, your best is going to be better than your last, best. So there's a lot going on in the world, all the wars and stuff, but we're going to keep ticking. If it gets messy, I wish you all the best, but we'll see, take it easy, guys. Peace.